Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into another powerful psychological tendency that Charlie Munger highlights in Poor Charlie's Almanack, the envy and jealousy tendency. This is one of the most deeply rooted emotions in human nature, and yet it is one of the least talked about when it comes to decision-making, investing, business, and life in general. Envy and jealousy are emotions that have existed for as long as humans have lived in social groups. They are a product of evolution, designed to keep us competitive, but in modern society they often lead to irrational behavior, unnecessary stress, and poor decision-making. Charlie Munger himself has pointed out that envy is one of the most destructive forces in human behavior. Unlike greed, which at least drives people to take action to achieve something, envy serves no productive purpose. It simply makes people miserable while gaining nothing in return. So why do people feel envy? It comes down to comparison. As humans, we naturally compare ourselves to others. In prehistoric times, this was useful because it helped individuals determine their social status, their access to resources, and their chances of survival. But today, in a world where social media constantly showcases people's wealth, success, and happiness, this tendency is amplified to an extreme degree. One of the most harmful effects of envy is the impact it has on decision-making. People often make choices not based on their own best interests, but on how they compare to others. This is especially true in investing. Many investors see their peers making money in a particular stock or asset and feel envious, leading them to jump in without proper analysis. A classic example of this was during the dot-com bubble. In the late 1990s, as tech stocks soared, many people felt envious of those making quick profits. This envy led them to invest in overvalued companies without understanding their fundamentals. When the bubble burst, many lost everything simply because they couldn't stand seeing others get rich while they were left behind. A more recent example is the rise of cryptocurrencies and meme stocks. The fear of missing out, which is closely linked to envy, has driven countless investors to buy into assets at irrationally high prices, simply because they saw others making money. But envy-based investing is a dangerous game. It leads people to abandon logic, take unnecessary risks, and often suffer painful losses. In business, envy is a major driver of competition, but it can also lead to irrational decisions. Companies often focus on beating their competitors rather than creating real value for customers. This can result in unnecessary price wars, aggressive expansion without solid strategy, and wasted resources. One example of this is the rivalry between Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Over the years, both companies have spent billions of dollars trying to outmarket each other. While competition is healthy, the level of spending in their advertising wars often goes beyond rational business strategy and is fueled by the need to outperform the other, rather than simply focusing on product quality and customer experience. Envy also plays a role in workplace dynamics. Employees often compare their salaries, promotions, and recognition with their colleagues, which can lead to dissatisfaction and resentment. Even if someone is happy with their job, the moment they see a peer getting a raise or a better title, envy kicks in, making them feel undervalued. This is why many people leave jobs not because they are unhappy, but because they feel someone else is being treated better. Social media has made envy worse than ever before. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok constantly present a curated version of people's lives, making it seem like everyone else is wealthier, more successful, and happier. This fuels feelings of jealousy, even when the reality behind the scenes is very different. Research has shown that heavy social media use is directly linked to increased feelings of envy and lower self-esteem. People see others traveling, buying luxury goods, or achieving career milestones and assume they are falling behind. But what they don't see are the financial struggles, personal sacrifices, and behind-the-scenes challenges that those same people face. Envy doesn't just affect finances and careers. It plays a major role in personal relationships as well. Many friendships and even family relationships have been damaged by jealousy. Seeing someone else succeed can sometimes feel like a personal failure, even when that is completely irrational. In extreme cases, envy leads to destructive behavior. Instead of focusing on improving their own lives, some people focus on tearing others down. This can be seen in office politics, online hate, and even in economic policies where governments try to tax or regulate successful businesses simply because they are perceived as too wealthy. So how can you overcome the envy and jealousy tendency? The first step is recognizing that envy is a natural but irrational emotion. It serves no positive purpose in most cases. Unlike ambition, which drives people to achieve more, envy simply causes stress and poor decision-making. A key strategy to counteract envy is to focus on your own progress rather than comparing yourself to others. Everyone has a different starting point, different challenges, and different opportunities. What works for one person may not work for another. Another powerful mindset shift is adopting gratitude. Instead of focusing on what others have that you don't, focus on what you do have. Gratitude has been proven to increase happiness and reduce stress. Charlie Munger himself has famously said that he's never met a truly happy and envious person. The two emotions simply don't go together. The more you focus on personal growth, long-term thinking, and making rational decisions, the less impact envy will have on your life. In investing, this means sticking to sound strategies rather than chasing trends driven by envy. In business, it means focusing on creating real value rather than simply trying to outdo competitors. And in life, it means appreciating your own journey instead of constantly measuring it against someone else's highlight reel. Envy is one of the most powerful yet destructive forces in human nature. It has driven people to make terrible financial decisions, start unnecessary conflicts, and live in constant dissatisfaction. But by recognizing it, understanding its effects, and actively countering it, you can make clearer, more rational decisions and ultimately live a happier and more successful life. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into cognitive biases, mental models, and decision-making strategies inspired by Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. Thanks for watching, and until next time, think rationally, act wisely, and invest smartly.